Yeah, good afternoon everyone. My name is yeah, good afternoon, good afternoon. Yeah, so my name is Rahul Prabhu, and I am be taking you through blueprints in Unreal Engine 5 today. So in our previous session, we had gone through the developing the landscape part. So in this session, we'll be going through creating some logics inside the landscape, like some logics that you can see in gaming, like the lights gets turned on while you are entering in a room, and you can switch from one level to another level by going through the portal, etc. So let's go through this one by one. Yeah, so Unreal Engine 5. Okay, this is the version that we will be using today, guys. Okay, is okay, fine. Unreal Engine 5 we are going to use. Okay, so again, about brief about myself. I'm a modeler, rigging artist, and animator as well for past 4 years now. I have been working for multiple projects, and I have Unreal Engine experience for past 2+ years now. I have been working in Unreal Engine for multiple projects. For example, Hamley's project for their shop VR experience, and some Navy projects that for US, and multiple projects were there where I had worked in Unreal Engine, and especially for rigging, I had been working in Unreal for TV series. Sorry. Yeah, moving on. So here you go. I have already set up the third-person version of Unreal Engine UI. Okay. So let's go through the logics now, how to create the logics. Okay, so speaking about logic, so it's obviously it's been done using coding. We all know about that, right? Yes. Yeah, so here we will be using a visual coding. Okay, so Unreal has brought a concept called visual coding. You can see that from here. So here you can bring nodes, and these are actually contains a set of codes. Okay, so normally programmers used to code and bring the logic inside gaming, but here the codes are already been written. Okay, that's the main advantage of blueprints in Unreal. So you can you don't have to write down the code from scratch. It's already there in a node format, so you can access them using these kinds of nodes. Okay, all you have to do is just connecting between the nodes and creating the logic out of it. So we will be going through this properly, since this is our first session related to blueprint. Introduction to blueprints. So what are blueprints in Unreal Engine 5? The blueprints visual scripting system in Unreal Engine is a complete gameplay scripting system based on the concept of using a node based interface to create gameplay elements from within Unreal Editor. As with many common scripting languages, it is used to define object oriented classes or objects in the engine. So it's a object oriented. Okay, so which means that procedural object based, you can transfer data from one set of codes to another set of codes. So yeah, the system is extremely flexible and powerful, as it provides the ability for designers to use virtually the full range of concepts and tools generally only available to programmers. Yeah, so most of the time the logics are being created by programmers because they know the coding, right? So now you have the you will be able, as from the artist point of view, like from the artists are able now to create some logics inside gaming. Okay, in using these kinds of node based visual based programming, that is blueprints. Okay, it's the Epic Games, the Unreal's invention. Okay, they had brought these kinds of concepts. So it's for now it's available in Unreal game engine. So blueprints are created inside of Unreal Editor visually instead of by typing code, and saves as assets in the content package. Yeah, and along with it you can save this inside the content browser of Unreal Engine, like this one here. You can keep it, the codes over here, and you can drag and drop onto the viewport to execute that logic inside the level. Okay, so types of blueprints. So blueprints are generally a set of codes, and even in there you can classify different kinds of blueprints. Okay, so normally most of the time blueprint class level blueprints are being used, and of course there are other blueprints as well, like data only blueprint, blueprint interface, blueprint macro library, blueprint utilities, and etc. Okay, so since this is an introductory session, I will be going through blueprint class and level blueprint. Okay, since these two are very vital and very important from the first session, it's majorly important part, and the other are there which we will be covering in upcoming sessions. Okay, now, okay, cool. Okay, now fine. Blueprint classes allows content creators to easily add function on top of existing gameplay classes. So here what it generally means is that, sorry, you can create logics, okay, by just simply right clicking over here, blueprint class, and under the blueprint class you have multiple options. For now I am going to choose actor. So here you go, in our content viewport there is a script window over here. If you double click on it, you will get the blueprint class editing mode, where you can create the scripts out of it. I'm just showing you now, just opening it. I will be elaborating it later on. For now, deleting this. And level blueprint, again it's quite similar, nothing majorly different in it. Now what exactly happening here is that it's available only for it's only one is available for each level. Okay, you cannot create multiple level blueprints for one level. Okay, and yeah, if you it's not created from right clicking from the content browser. You have to access it from the top, right from here. Go to blueprint options and go for open level blueprint. Fine. All right, cool. Then you have other blueprints like data only blueprint, where you can keep blueprint but not in a visual code. You will be having just a parameter, modifying parameter options. Just that's all. Okay. Again, further are there blueprint interfaces, blueprint macro library. So yeah, it's collection of functions and a blueprint present under the blueprint. So yeah, and there is something called as macro blueprint, macro library blueprint. It's present over here, macros. So you can create macros, so it's storing in a specific manner, so we can use that in multiple blueprints. Okay, from dragging and dropping from this macro library. Okay, it's a separate category. Blueprint utilities, and you can create parameter and have ability to execute any function exposed to blueprint and act on current set of selected actors in the viewport. So again, it's been executed in the runtime, so it's there for the utility manner. And furthermore are there like animation blueprint and widget blueprint. I don't want to make you feel confused like going through all of this. Okay, so in generally animation blueprint, we can create animation, we can generate it's making creating animation in blueprint so that we can execute in the game. Okay, widget blueprint is nothing but the UI that you see in your game. Guys, getting it?
Yes, sir.
You guys are
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that's about widget blueprint. It also has its own separate window where you can create a UI. Alright, so just a brief. Okay, now let's get into it properly. Level blueprint. So now let's discuss thoroughly about level blueprint. Okay. Sorry, I'm closing everything. So this is my normal default viewport, right? So third person template. Now level blueprint, you can access level blueprint from here. From blueprint options, open level blueprint. Okay. So here you go. Now this is how my viewport looks like in the level blueprint window. Okay, I have kept it elaborated it in here. See this portion. Let me just increase the size so that you guys can see. Yeah. So first one, this is normal menu bar, file, access, etc. Save and etc. So tab bar, where you can keep multiple tabs like this. See, you can drag this out and you can place this over here. Okay, so you can, it's a manageable manner windows. Then third one, toolbar. So here you go, the toolbar, where you have some necessary options like saving, compiling, and executing, etc. Okay. Event graph node. So yeah, this is the graph node where you can create your blueprint nodes and you can create the logic from here. Okay, and blueprint window. Over left side you have some inbuilt functions that you can create variables, which we will be explaining, variable graphs and etc. That is available over here. You can bring that from this blueprint window that is present in the left side. Detail windows, that's present on the right side. So for example, if I create a variable, okay, and if I drag that over here, and the properties of this variable is seen on the right side. Okay, so again I will be explaining all of this. I'm just describing the UI now. Yeah, details window, compiler results window, and bottom tray. Yeah. So while you are compiling, so it's showing the results whether the execution is proper or not. So currently it's proper, so that's what it's showing. Yeah, then the bottom tray and further options are there. You can access content processors and output logs, how the execution are done, and message logs. Okay, all will be visible on the bottom. Okay, that's about the UI. Okay, now understanding the level blueprint, the properties of the level blueprint. What does level blueprint does? What actually it does? So listen very carefully. It's associated with each level. It is available only in that particular level, whichever level you are editing. Okay, let me just explain about the level one more time. So the current scene that you are seeing is one level. Okay, so I can save this level, I can create a new level, I can open another level, etc. Okay, so each level will be having its own level blueprint. Okay, you cannot create one more level blueprint for the existing level. There will be only one. Add level specific functionality. Okay, each level comes with its own level blueprint. There is only one level blueprint for each level. You cannot create multiple level blueprints for one level. These are very important, just keep this in mind. You cannot reuse the implemented functionality by duplicating or copying to their level directly. So if I create some sort of logic in this level, okay, let's say, yeah, turning on and off the light, and if I start duplicating that asset from one place to another, creating a copy of it, the logic, okay, like toggling light on off won't be working on the duplicated one. You have to create that logic one more time. That's kind of a disadvantage in the level blueprint, okay, which will be, I am showing you, I'm just describing it what it actually does, okay. Yeah, so understanding nodes. So speaking about blueprints, of course it's about nodes. So right now I have created one node here and another node over here, right, and it's colored in different colors, right, and there's something is written over here. And if I go for anything, like, again, similar colors, some different functions are kept inside, right. So there are lots of nodes available over here, and using all these nodes we will be able to create logic, some kind of scenario, okay. Yeah, so before we jump into directly node editing, let's just understand what this node, the characteristics of node, each color, what it actually does, okay. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So event nodes, okay, these are event nodes. If the color is indicated in red color, if the color is in red, then it's an event node. And what event node does, event nodes are nodes triggered automatically during the gameplay or some user actions, okay. So this can be triggered, that this can be executed maybe during the beginning of the game, yeah, entire game, like each frames, or at specific point of event may this event nodes can be triggered, executed. Sorry. So here are some examples given. Event begin play. See, I have used it. Event begin play. Okay. Yeah. If I delete this, I can delete this. Right click. Event begin. Sorry. Begin. Okay. So the feature of this node is that when a level is executed at the first frame, this node, this will be executed, this will be launched, okay. So now if I as you can see, there is some like, you know, buttons, like you can drag it, pins, you can say pins, okay. Yeah, let's just go through theoretically, then we shall do the practical, okay. Okay, event being played, it triggered when the current level starts being played or when an actor is instantiated, yeah, created, okay, once in the beginning. Event tick, here another example over here. It's another node which executes at each frames. So if I right click, okay, and if I type event tick, see, so this node, it's executed in each frame, okay. I will be showing you the practical. Let's just cover the theoretical part. So function nodes, okay, so these nodes are called, if the nodes are colored in red, these nodes are called what?
Event node.
Yes, event nodes. Good. Now function nodes, let's see what is it. Function nodes, a blue are blue colored, okay. Sorry. Are nodes used to perform a specific task, okay. These functions are created to perform sorry, one specific task. Example, okay, I have given some screenshots over here. Sorry, I'm not keeping that well today. Yeah, print string, here you go, print string. displays the given string on the viewport screen in the output log window. So what this mean is that a message, the text or number, whatever that message that you have added in it, that will be executed on the screen. Okay, add location, add local rotation. Okay, so this gives an object a local space to given by delta rotation. Okay, let me just show you this. So event begin play, so this will be executed while the event while the level is being initiated. So let's drag this execution from here to here, and let's search print string, or you can right click, you can search print string function. Fine, and you can drag the execution button pin. Okay, let me just explain this. Where is that page? Okay, fine, it's not there. Fine, so this triangle nodes, okay, are the nodes where the execution flow defines. So once the level initiated, level launched, that of course this function will be triggered, it will event begin play, it will be launched at first, and this execution pin will pass to the next one. So then after this will be triggered, like at the beginning this will be triggered, and this is passing to this one, and this will be triggered from left to right. Okay, getting it? Okay, good. Now you can click on this arrow mark, you can see this function contains a lot of options, like string, what you want to print. So hello, all right, let me go for hello world. Fine. Print on screen mode, you can toggle that on off. Print on log, which means this one, mess output log. And text color, which color you want to see the text. So let's say somewhere red color. Okay, duration, how long it should be shown, 5 seconds. Fine. Okay, these are some major options, this is fine. Now after creating some certain execution, make sure to click on this compile button. This will check the logic, whether it's proper or not, like whether it is workable or not. Once you get this green tick symbol, it indicates that it is functioning fine, it is executable. Fine, getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now let's launch the game. So here you go, launch the level. This is my player position, let me play. So it's in red color, it's written here. Okay, here it's hello world. Fine, all right. So stop it. Stop it. All right, cool. Next, yeah, some examples. Printing hello on screen, toggling light on off by player. It thought like it's a little bit complicated, just a little bit. Okay, let's do that. So I am in level blueprint now, right? This is level blueprint, it's been indicated here, right? Okay, now let's start. For that I need to create a room in my Unreal setup. Let me just create one. Okay, so I need starter starter contents, architecture, wall. I'll create a wall over here. I'll just create a duplicate of it, holding Alt and rotation. I'll just place this over here. Okay, random. Okay, I'm holding Alt to duplicate it. Okay, and I'll just duplicate one more. rotate it to 90 degree. I will scale it little bit. Fine. Then I need a door, like openable surface. Oops, sorry. Okay, so let me play this. So I have a small room here where I can get in and get out. Fine. Okay. Just hide this somewhere over here. Now I want a light inside. Okay, for now I am using light. Okay, you can create any kind of logic. Point light. I created point light from the creation tab. Lights, point light. I'm placing it here. I'm placing it over here. Okay, so you can check in top view, front view. Okay, yeah, you can see that. You can switch back to perspective. Fine. Now let me play this. Yeah, I can get inside. I can see the light. Things are fine. So what I want is that I want the light to be turned off. So select the light. You can see that the light here. Okay, and under the details panel, you can see visible light mode is on. True. If I turn it off, light will get turned off. Once I get inside the room should. So this simply helps us, to create some sort of event once something is enter inside this box. Okay. So let me just increase the size of this to match with the room. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, looks fine for now. I'll just keep it as it is. Okay. Now all the things that I require are there. Okay. So let me housekeep this. Point light. I'm controlling and selecting all the things. My 5 volts and a trigger volume and point light. And let me create a new folder and let me name this as room. See, now inside this room I have all my options. Oh yeah, all the assets that I used. Fine. Alright. So now, okay, let's just play it and let's just understand. Things are going fine. Right now I want to create the logic. So I am going back to my level blueprint, third person map. Let me clear all of this, or I can hold Alt and click over here to break that connection. See, Alt and break. Okay. For now I'll just keep everything aside. I don't need this. I'll keep this aside. So the important factor about level blueprint is that you can bring references of the selection inside Unreal easily. See, inside the blueprint. See, if I selected this trigger volume, right? I'm going to my blueprint, level blueprint. I am right clicking over here. You can see create reference to that trigger volume. If I click over here, yeah, and I can drag and I can create any logic out of it. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Right clicking. Now I don't want to create a reference. Actually I require, but for now I don't want. What I want is when it's been collided with something, okay, let's say the third person, my character itself, I need to create some sort of event. Okay, so you have game, input, etc. There are multiple options are there. In this case I want collision. If I get collided with it, attached to it, like closer to it, I get inside in the box, I need some certain actions to get executed, like lighting the bulb, the point light. So collision, you have inside the collision type you have a number of nodes. Okay, add actor begin overlap node, add actor end overlap node. I will be using both. Okay, collision, add begin and add end. Okay, so while entering, while having interaction, there some sort of execution, some sort of logic should be executed. So in what specifically, like what should and what the logic should be triggered only when I am getting entered inside it. Maybe कुछ और villain character enter हो रहे टाइम पे light on है, वैसा नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. मेरा ही like if only I enter the room, then the light should get triggered. Okay, so to check that whatever is entering inside that box, you have to just drag the other actor. Okay, you have overlapped actor, you have other actor. So in this case, overlapped actor, you have to sorry, other actor, like which actor that is going entering. So myself, that is third person, cast to third person character. Okay, third person character, the character that I am controlling. Okay, and execution flow is also from here to here, and it will be checking what is got entered. Okay, with what kind of thing is got entered. So if it is myself, then I can do some certain execution. So in this case, what I want is I want to turn on the light, so visibility of the light, right? Sunil, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm dragging set visibility node. So see, set visibility. This node triggers visibility of any object. Okay, whichever that I am connecting to this node. Okay, so here I will be using my point light, right? So go to the viewport and select the point light, come back, right click, create reference to the point light. Getting it? I don't have to code anything. Like see, पूरा node में हो रहा है. Point light का reference मिला है. Visibility should be controlled on the point light. एक बीच में एक conversion node आएगा. That's fine. Okay. New visibility, whether I should turn on or off. So this is begin overlap. So once I enter it, the visibility should be on, right? I'm turning it on, so visibility should turn on. Let's compile this logic, whether it is working or not. It is working fine. Save. Make sure after compiling you should save the file. Okay, Sunil?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's play. So it's working fine, right? Yeah, but the problem is once I get out, it's not turning off. Yeah, what I want is I should turn off, then once I get in, it's turn back on. That's what I want. Okay, so for that, end overlap. Once I get out, the light should turn off. So what I will do is I'll just select all this node creation, I'll duplicate it, I'll get the same options. Make sure you to check the third person character, whether the triggered one, whether the bounded one is a third person or not. Execution line pin should flow from left to right. Okay, and new visibility, once I get out of it, visibility should be off, right? Here it's on and here it's off, right? Now let's compile it. Okay, things are working fine. Save it and let's play this. Now it's supposed to be turning on and off. Working fine, right? Yeah. So similarly, you can create number of logics. Okay, let's say I don't want to create instantly turn on the light. I just want the light to get delayed. So you can drag it from here. You can search for delay node. You can use the delay node. Okay, and you can set the delay amount. Let's say 2 seconds. Okay, I can do the same for here as well. Delay 2 seconds. Okay, let me compile whether it's working or not. Save it, go back, play. So once I enter it, after 2 seconds the light will get turned on. Let's see. Fine. Okay. Cool. Next, printing hello world, toggling light on off. Understood? Now rotating, scaling, moving objects automatically. Like from once the level gets begin, let's say some of my objects should get rotating. I can even do like that. So let me show you. So here you go. This is my. What's my? Okay, it's there. That's fine. Now let's create one object here. Let's say creation. Or I can just use any of this, like architecture wall. I'll place this wall. I will modify its pivot to place somewhere over here. Okay, so it should be for okay. I move. Okay, let's rotate the from here itself. Okay, so I want this to get rotated. So for that, I want to bring the reference for that wall. So I brought the walls and add local rotation, as simple as that. Okay, and in which axis is it? This is z axis, of course, right? Blue. So 20 angle, okay, and 20 degrees. Now this will not get executed in the level because there is no execution pin connected here. Okay, these are events. Okay, this only the red one will be triggered, events. Okay, yes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So let me show you the two of this node, how this actually work. Okay. Let me connect event begin play. So what does event begin play do, Swapnil? It helps to execute at the beginning. Yeah. So let's try that out. And let me compile this. Okay, things are working. For now, I will just turn off this, delete these triggers because I have shown you now, right? So now I'm not using it, so I'm turning that off. Or you can keep it on. No, fine. Let me play this. Okay. Yeah, it's giving me an error because the object that I used is in static mode. So details panel, yeah, it's in static, which means it won't get modified or moved or rotated in while the game is running. Okay, you should make it to movable. Okay, now let me just compile everything again one more time and let me just play this. As you can see, this object is got a little bit rotated, like 20 degree, right? But what I am expecting is that it should be keep on rotating. Okay, that's what I want. Now, why is it just rotated once and it's not rotating all the time?
Because it is not executed.
Just a second. Yeah, tell me.
Because it is not executed.
Okay, cool. It's got executed once, right? Even begin play only once. Now this one is will be executing at each frame of the game. Okay, so instead of connecting this, let me connect this one. Okay, and let me break this, and let me compile it, and let me play this. See. Okay, let me hit it. Okay. All right. Next, destroying objects by player. So let's say this room itself. Once we get inside now of the room should get blasted off, destroyed, and get disappear. Along with that, sound, and let change the material as well. Let's see. Let's try that out. Okay. Set visibility is fine. Blasting, we require some sort of explosion, right? So emitter, spawn emitter at location. So this node will create emitter. Okay, will show a emitter. Okay, so you got templates here. Unreal provides a lot of templates, which is very helpful for creating stuff. So explosions. This is my particle explosion template. Okay, I have chosen that. Now where we want it to get executed? Where the explosion should happen, guys? In the room. Yeah, the room should get exploded. Yes. So I need location of the room. So I'll be using point lights location. Okay, at the point where the point light is located, or there the explosion should happen. So I'll just drag this. I just drag it, and I will ask for to get the location. Get actor. Get actor location. This will bring the it will bring the data of the object's location. Okay, I can drag this location information to here. Fine. So the location is been sorted, and this will be executed. And let's compile this, and let's see what's happening here. There's a 2-second delay. Yeah, can you see this? Fine. Now I want the sound also to work as well. Okay, so I got execution pin, play sound as well. Again, Unreal is providing lots of templates. Play sound 2D, explosion. You have templates over here. Explosion sound. Fine, and let's compile it, and let's see what's going to happen now. Fine. Now along with it, what I want is that the room should get destroyed and should be disappeared. Okay, so you can create that in 2 ways: destroy actor and destroy component. Okay, fine. I will just use destroy actor for now. It's in actor blueprint, the component one. Okay, destroy actor. And see, you have to tell the blueprint that what you want to destroy. This is a destroy node. This will execution the destroy. But which object that you want to destroy? So for that, you have to go for the room and right click. Okay, something went wrong. Let me just save this. Okay, save all and exit, and let me just relaunch Unreal. Yeah, here you go, our scene. So let me just select all these rooms. I want to even delete the trigger also. Once the room gets destroyed, then you know the if I enter that same location again, the explosion will happen again, right? If the trigger is there. So I don't want anything. I want everything to get destroyed. So light, trigger, and all the volume. Okay, go for level blueprint. Open level blueprint, and yes. So where were we? Yeah, over here. Right click, call function, sir, go for create reference to 7 selected actors. So it will bring my all reference, and I can drag and connect it. Okay, compile. There is a 2-second delay. Now if I get back into that same spot, explosion won't come because everything got destroyed. Okay, so these kinds of things can be achieved in level blueprint. And the interesting fact about the level blueprint and actor blueprint is that in actor blueprint you can, so since I created this logic, right, now I can start duplicating it and I can place it in, fill the entire level. Okay, and you can let me just show you all of that. Okay, so if I start, if I see, you can see that I selected everything, right? Let me just duplicate it. Let me just show you instead of explaining. Sorry, I'm placing it over here, and let me play it now. So as you can see, it's not working like for this house. It's just executing over here itself. It's not working on the other one. Okay, for if you want to replicate it pretty accurately, properly, and create number of copies, then you should go for actor blueprint, not the level blueprint. Okay, so yeah, let me just clear all of this. Or what you can do is you can select all of this. Okay, even the point light. Okay, and you can go over here and you can tell convert selection to blueprint class. You can convert the selections into a blueprint class, and now it's asking me where I want to keep it. Storage location, child actor location, and naming it blueprint underscore room underscore, yeah, room and class. So this is my class blueprint now. Okay, I can place this wherever I want. See, okay, so I have to create that logic here, then I can duplicate it and I can place it wherever I want, and the execution will be working. So let me just show you simply, and let me just move this and place this somewhere over here.
So do you have to create the nodes again and again?
Just a second. Yes, tell me.
So we have to not create the nodes again and again, right?
Yeah, we don't have to create the nodes again and again. Exactly. Very good. Okay. So let me double click this. So this is what I have. Let me close the level blueprint. So this is how it looks. Okay. Now I have these actors placed, which are fine. Now what I want is, okay, I didn't bring the light. I have to bring the light, and oops, I didn't bring the wall. Okay, I brought the light, I forgot to bring the wall. No worries, I can just duplicate it from here itself. I can modify it from here itself. Oops, okay. Yeah, I duplicated it by pressing Control D. Fine. Now here I didn't bring not trigger box. Okay, it's not working in level blueprint. You have to bring something called as collision. Okay, and scale it. Okay, let me scale it on another angle. Fine. Okay. I will be showing this in actor. Okay. In blueprint class actor, I will show you change the material as you can change the material also. So introduction to the blueprint class, understanding blueprint class. It's a very important, guys. Just note down, keep in mind, a self-contained template for creating instances. You can create n number of instances. Okay, first you have to set up the logic, then you can create n number of copies of instances. Okay, you can use the important fact here. You can reuse it in different levels also, not only in one level. Unlike level blueprint, you can use it in different levels. Okay, and it's quite efficient. Okay, like you have to just organize and place it in the original one, the blueprint class. Then you can replicate, you can place it wherever you want, in different levels, wherever you go. Okay. So introduction to blueprint class. So the UI, we are talking about the UI. It contains a list of menus with a set of commands. The menu bar, again the same thing. Let me just go through this quite fastly. Tab bar, again you can switch in multiple windows. Toolbar, again you have save, compile toolbar, and event graphs. Again this particular window where you can generate logic using connection. Then blueprint window on the left side, okay, where you can create variables, nodes, etc. Functions, separate your own custom functions as well. Detail panel on the right side, you can go through the parameters of each node and you can modify the values. And bottom tray, again message logs, compile, etc. Now blueprint class interface, as you can see, unlike lever blueprint, event node is there, along with it there is 3 different tabs as well. Construction tab, okay, event graph you are quite familiar now because we had seen in level blueprint. Construction tab is being executed at the level beginning. Okay, if you want to set something specifically, then you have to use this construction tab. Okay, like if you want to set some certain things at the beginning of the level for some specific characters, then you have to set the things over here. Okay, for now I am not using it, it will get confused for you since it's a beginning level. Then there is another viewport window, which is a viewport kind of like. You can create the asset here, okay, and the logics you can create in event graph. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope it's working from your side also. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Now let's generate the logic event graph. So it's written here what event begin play does and what actor begin overlap does, even etc. Okay. So what I want here is that again doing the same thing, toggling the light visibility. So going back to viewport, by the way, let me just clarify this one more time. Either you can create a blueprint actor by the selection, or you can right click and go for blueprints, okay, and blueprint class. Click here and you have a number of blueprint class categories. So actor is the one that you have to choose for now, okay. Then you will be getting another one blueprint. Let's just save. So this is an empty one, okay. Here you can bring assets like let's say if I go for third content, starter content, architecture, you can bring these kinds of cylinder, wall, and you can create it from here, and you have to generate logic from here. Getting it? Okay. Let me just go back, content, introduction level blueprint class. I don't want this, therefore I will delete this one now. Okay. So you guys tell me. So in event graph, I should start with triggering, right? So the box collision. Did I add it? I added it, right? Yeah, I have added it. This one. Okay, it just came under here. Box trigger. Let me name this as box trigger, and should not be placed here. Sorry. Yeah. So this is the root. Okay. Under this root, all the objects should be kept. Okay. So my walls, my light, and my trigger. Where is my trigger? Yeah, it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. So trigger, go back to event graph, right click. Same, see, under collision, add component begin overlap. Okay, it looks quite different, but functionalities are quite same. Select the box trigger again, right click, collision, add end overlap. So I will be doing this a little bit faster because I explained this in the level blueprint. Yeah. So you can duplicate this by using Ctrl D. This should be off and this should be on. And what happened? Drag and drop here. Yeah, and my reference for my point. You can drag it and drop it here also like this. Okay. I'm not using delay. It's used already. Smaller one. Compile. So material is being changing now. That's because I used this node and I'm going to connect it. Okay, so again you can go for any more things like set physics, simulate physics, and you can simulate the physics of the objects. Okay, and you can currently simulate option is on. and you can go back to this wall, third person, the asset where it is placed. So starter content, architecture, this is the wall I used. Just double click on it and you will be able to see this. So here you can go for collision and collision category to project default collision complexity, and you can go for collision, add a simple box collision. You can do the same for the remaining the objects. You know, to add collision, to add physics onto the asset. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, collision, add box, simplified collision. Yeah, this is already added, so fine. You can add it from here also and add from here also, collision. Yeah. Save it and go back to this one also. Add a box collision, and I can select this and I can scale it. You can place it like this. I can duplicating it by holding Alt. You can place it. No. For now, I'll place it like this. Save. And in collision, make sure you're using project default. Save. Viewport and select simulate physics. For now it's off. Okay, you can keep this off. Once the object is been triggered, once the actor gets inside, the player gets inside, let it have a physics feature. So yeah, for now turn it off, so things are fine for now. Yeah. Change the material, so simulation physics will get turned on, and make sure all the objects are in movable, else it won't work. Everything are in movable. And if I go for physics, you can give mass also. If I go for physics, simulate physics, mass not 100, for now 50 kg. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen now. Just a second. Yes. And there will be physics activated, and once I enter the home, let the wall get broken down and fall. So for that you can go for another node for add impulse. Okay, add impulse. Instead of I am keeping it like this now, let me duplicate it. Let me place this over here, and let me just break this node and let me connect it like this. Okay, and Control D again, duplicate and connect. okay, and impulse amount, let's put a random range. You can break this, okay, right click over here and split struct, then you can add some custom range. So right click, range, this is the one, random float range. Okay, you can set random range. Let's put 1000 to 3000. Control D and D. Connect it. Okay. Let's play. Fine. Yes, done. So, getting it how I did this?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me, follow along me. I used cast blueprint third person node to Swapnil. So I used this cast to blueprint node for third person character.
Yes, sir. Just to like to move it into the house and show
Are
the
you mute?
environment. No, sir. Unmute.
Okay. Um, Tell me again. I didn't hear you clearly.
Sir, to move the third person in the view of third person and to move the character through the environment and later on we compiled it and saved it so it worked in the environment.
Yeah. To in the environment, to check the character, right? Yeah. So whether the triggering actor, whether it's a third person or not, to check it out. And Sunil, tell me set visibility node. Why is it used for? Set visibility. Hello, are you in mute? Set visibility. Setting the visibility, right? Are you telling? Yeah. Setting the visibility of the light. Now I used set material to modify the material of the object at the triggering time, right? At the run time. So I referred the wall. Then simulating the physics. After, yes, all the sites I simulated the physics, and once I entered the trigger box, I made them to fall apart by adding some force on it, adding in float value in it, right? Exactly, yes. Okay, so furthermore are there, see, printing, rotating, destroying object with sound, material change. Then you have further more things to go through. Okay, let me just briefly tell you this, then we shall stop the session. Okay, so variables and arrays and structs. Variables, you may have heard about it. You can assign values inside it. Okay, so in this case, for example, let me go back to blueprint node, the level blueprint. Okay, I won't take long. Okay, let me just cover this one. Event tick नहीं, event begin play use करता हूँ. So variables, you can create variables from here. You can click here, you can create score variable. Here you can add score value, score point. Okay, so float, which means decimal values, name, which means a string itself a character strings, and vector values, integer, negative, positive one, boolean, yes or no, 0 or 1. So float value. Okay, I can drag it over here. I can get the score value. So if I go over here and compile them, see, I can see its properties. Name is score, variable type is float, and if I compile them, I will be able to give some value onto this. If I put 50 here, 50 points, and if I bring print string option, and if I want to print this score, then I have to drag this score rubber band to print string. You will get a conversion node from integer to string conversion. Once you compile it and once you play it, you can see, or at the right side, it's returned. Sorry, at the left side, let me play this one more time. 50 will be returned. Are you able to see that? Okay, let me play that one more time, no problem. Let me increase the duration to 5 seconds and compile. Let me play this. Can you see that here?
Yes.
50, yes. So you can do a number of things using variables, okay, modifying etc. The variable in between the execution. Arrays, now we are talking about arrays. Arrays are nothing but again variables, but it is storing multiple number of values, okay, and each will be referred as index. So if I create a new variable, let me say score of team, okay, and if I go through the right side, you can see that currently I cannot assign value because I have to compile it. Then and only then I will be able to apply the value. Yes, so here variable type float is fine for now, but on the right side you can see single, array, set, map, etc. So if I click on array, now I can add number of values over here. See, for example, let me compile this. See, over here I can add 5 values, 4 values, or 5 values, etc. See, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, and I can drag and drop it over here. Once I drag and drop here, you can see that there is an option called get score and set score. If I go for get score, I will be getting these values. Okay, now let me show you. Let me just print this out. So in order to print them, I can delete this for now. I don't want it. I need to use something called as, it should not be executed once. I have to print all of them, so I have to execute 5 times, number of times. So for that you have to use for each loop. This will be keep on repeating. Okay, so execution from here to here, the flow should be like this. Okay, and this is my array. See, and what should I print? I want to print the element, so string. So I will get the connection here like this. Okay, and I want that to be present for 5 seconds. Yes, now compiling it, it's fine. Let me play the level. See, okay. Now similarly, you have something called as structs. Okay, where you can store different data types in one struct. Okay, it's present over here. Right click, blueprints, structure. Okay, yeah, new structure. Sorry, one. If I open it, see, I can keep on add variables with different data type, integer, float, name, etc. That's struct. Getting it? Good. So are you getting the difference between variables, arrays and structs now? A variable is any entity that can take on different values. Okay. Array is a data structure consisting of collection of elements, value or element of same memory size, each identified by at least array index or key. An array is stored such that the position of each element can be computed from its index tuple by mathematical formula. In simple words, you can add multiple values of same data type in array. Structs, it's similar to array, but you can store different data types inside array, inside structs. composite data type and combining that groups together variables of different data type under a single name. Yes. So again further are there operators. So if I right click, there are some operators like comparison between of two values, like for example arithmetic. So plus, if I put plus, you will get math add. Okay, let me create a new variable score 2. Okay, this is available in both level and blueprint class. Okay, in all the blueprints you will be getting this. I'm just explaining about the general blueprint thing about the variables. First we discussed about the level blueprint and blueprint class. Now we are generally talking about the blueprint. Yeah. Score 1 and score 2. Okay, score 1, let put value, it's already 50. In score 2, let me put the value, it's in array, let me switch it back to single. Yes. Sorry. Compile. Yes. Let me put the value to 20. Compile. Now I can add these two like this. Okay, and the third one I can sorry, I can print it. Okay, so let me break this. Print string what the added two scores. I will get a conversion node from integer to string. Play. See, the value is 70. 50 plus 30. Yes. Sorry. Now, as a see, plus है, subtraction है, multiplication है, division है. It is very useful while you are collecting, the game levels, like collecting coins, distributing coins, etc. Relationship which are like greater than and less than, comparing between two values, and you will be getting a boolean result like yes or no, whether it's right or wrong. So for example, let me just quickly show you. Okay, no worries. Instead of this, right click, less than or greater than. So this is 50 and this is 20, right? So whether 50 is greater than 20, yes or no? Greater than. So it's supposed to be giving me the answer true. Yes, true. Okay, so let's just print that and let's see what we get. See, it's written true. Okay, so similarly you have greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, greater than or equal to, etc. Then logical, which means comparing between two conditions, like you can compare between these two also. Okay, like whether the two conditions are working fine, then whether you should execute the thing or not, etc. So this is useful. Okay, the AND gate and OR gate and NOT gate, it is logical. Okay, okay, let me just show you. Okay, that the last thing. Okay, so I got two scores. Let me create a third score, score 3. Okay, it's a float, of course. So once I drag, you can see that I am getting a prompt like get score and set score. I'll explain the set score also. Okay, first these two are being compared, right? Now from this I want to compare these two also. So again, greater than, let me put greater than, yeah, whether these two are correct or not. Let me compare and set value 70, or let's put 10 itself. This is 20 and 10, so this is 50 and 20, so this is true. This is 20 and 10, so again both of them are true. So If both of them are true, then and only then I can execute one certain function. If you want to set it in such a way, then you can use these kinds of logical. And okay. Maxi and okay, I can connect these two now, and I can delete this. So in this case both the conditions are true, so this will return true. Let's see whether it is working or not. So it's giving me true again. As a multiple conditions can be checked using logical gates. Okay, you have control structures. So again so like for example branch node, okay, you can execute whether if the true or if it's false, you can do something like this. Then you have multiple things are there, control structures. For loops, like I shown you. For loop, getting it, like it will be keep on executing until the entire values have been executed. Okay, good. Functions, again one last thing, you can create your own functions also. Let me just quickly create this, okay, and let me wind up the session. You can add inputs, not boolean, let's add float. Under input you can add float. Let me name the function squaring, okay. So I don't want 1, I'll just delete 1, and let me name this as value and this is my out, and output value should be squared value, like squaring the value. Okay, so over here I can square some certain function, like I used square, right? I can search for the square term now. See, this is the value and this should be printed. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so the value is 10, so I should be getting an answer 100. This function I created manually, right, using the function node, input and output. Okay, there is one error. It's not connected. Yeah, please. Yeah, so it should be connected here, the begin, and this one. Okay, so at the beginning the score will be squared because this function is being called, and this function I created manually to square and score, and it will be get printed. Value, oh, sorry. I have to add the logic. Squaring, it's multiplication, right?
Yes.
So multiply node, the value, and this value to be returned, right? Multiplication will be happening, squaring the same value, and the output will be returned. 100. Okay, so again further things are there, okay, like this many useful functions are there inside blueprints. Okay, I have just showed you the brief variable structure, functions, etc. Okay, now I hope you are understanding the difference between level blueprint and class blueprint.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So those who haven't completed this, just try this again and share it to me. And those, I hope both of you have completed it. Good. Yeah, so I'm closing the session. Any question till here, guys? Anything else? So हो जाएगा ना, लेवल ब्लूप्रिंट में ये सब
Yes.
फंक्शंस कर लीजिए,
Yes.
डिफरेंट फंक्शंस, नॉट दिस वन, कुछ और फंक्शंस ट्राई कर लीजिए, यूज इन ब्लूप्रिंट ऑल्सो, ब्लूप्रिंट क्लास ऑल्सो. And let me just show you one last thing. इसमें blueprint class है ना, हमने ये क्रिएट किया. I can drag it and place. See, I can replicate this. Okay, and let me play this. See, n number of duplicate मेरे को create कर सकते हैं. Okay then, that's all. चलो, bye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you.